countryside. This is the wine showcase.
Hey everybody, welcome to my vlog channel. Today, it's actually 5 o'clock. I waited late to start this, but today, I've actually just been chilling on the couch. Me and my wife just been chilling out, watching some stuff on TV. I watched the 250th episode of Inside the Actor's Studio, a show I love, and I'm really fascinated with the Actor's Studio in general and the history of it. And this is actually the second time I've watched the 250th episode, which is about 3 hours. Last time I watched it was in 2013 when it came out. It's been a few years, so I watched all 3 hours of it today. And just like the last time I watched it, it was just amazing, inspiring, and just informative, and everything I would want out of that kind of a, presentation. After that, like within 5 minutes, that was at 1 o'clock when that ended. We woke up, had breakfast, had some coffee, had lunch. But at 1 o'clock when that ended, a documentary called Hitchcock Truffaut was on HBO. And, I'm a huge Alfred Hitchcock fan. He's my favorite director. And I'm a huge Truffaut fan. And everybody who knows Hitchcock and Truffaut and film in general know that Truffaut interviewed Hitchcock in, I'm pretty sure it was the late 1950s or the early 1960s. I forgot what actual date it was. I'm pretty sure it was the 1950s. No, it was the early 1960s, because they talk about Psycho and stuff too. But yeah, I think it was released in like 67 or 68. I forgot what date it was. Jeff, I know you're watching. Anybody else, I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Just go ahead and throw the dates down below in the comments for the other viewers, because I'm having a brain fart about it. But it was a great documentary. It was basically just talking about the history of Hitchcock and kind of a Truffaut kind of bio as well. But that's kind of how it was bookended. But in reality, it was kind of it started out with, David Fincher, Martin Scorsese, Wes Anderson, some other international filmmakers commenting about the interview and what was discussed in the interview. So but most of the documentary ended up being just really just filmmakers, talking about and appreciating the art of Alfred, or the film, all the films of Alfred Hitchcock. I was going to say the art, because I consider film art. So the art of Alfred Hitchcock and what he did with cinema, and how it was kind of mirrored by what, how Truffaut was too. But it was wasn't really as much about the interview as I had originally thought. But maybe I think maybe the vision of it is more of a companion piece to the actual book. They don't want to give you all the information that's in the book. Of course, it would be multiple, probably hours and hours and hours long of a show. But maybe I think it's pretty much more a companion to the show. It's not really preaching to the choir in terms of people who've already read the book, but it's more like, what am I trying to say? Basically, it's for people that read the book and are interested in it, but there's people that aren't, that haven't read the book and maybe be interested in reading it. So it's kind of like, just an interest piece. But it does have some behind the scenes photos of the interview, that kind of thing. So that's what I watched this afternoon. And also, I think I got a little clip of it. I watched a show called Wine something my wife introduced me to on Hulu. It has two actors in it, Matthew Good and what's his name? Matthew Rhys? Is it Matthew Rhys? I think that's what his name is. He's on The Americans. But they basically go around, to different parts of the world and drink wine, talk about food and stuff. And me and we are really into shows like that. I love shows like that. And I used to be kind of, especially when I first got married, I used to love wine and dry wines, all that stuff. I was all about going to wineries, oh, it's a wine dude. And I eventually got out of it, but this is making me want to open up a bottle of wine again. So right now, that's what we watched this afternoon. I loved it. Watched the first couple episodes. Definitely going to be getting into that more, because I've always loved shows like that. And like, Anthony Bourdain is like one of my favorite, TV, I guess you could say, TV chefs and shows about food. And another show that I really like is the one, I think, what's his name? He's the creator of Everybody Loves Raymond, Phil Rosenthal. I think that's his name. Anyways, he's an awesome guy, very charismatic guy, really happy and jolly. He does that kind of thing too, and he invites other people on the show and talks about food in different parts of the country and different parts of the world, and I'm into that because cooking is one of my passions as well. Many of you guys who've followed me for years know that it's been my job at times, but then now I just kind of do it for fun. And so I love all foods of all kinds, international foods and so on. So I've been chilling out today, watching a lot of stuff. It's been nice. Definitely was really good. And so now I'm out running some errands. Now I'm getting some allergy medication from Walgreens, like I do every few weeks, to restock up, because that's what we got to do here in Florida. For those of you who live in Florida, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who live in Florida that are immune to all these allergies, I hate you. I'm just joking, I don't hate you. I know people that tell me, oh, I'm not affected by them at all. I'm like, what? What? Not even headaches, nothing? They're like, no, I don't even get itchy eyes. And I was like, well, damn you. Damn you. I don't say that, but that's how I feel. Like, it affects me so much, but I love living in Jacksonville, my hometown. I love this city, and I never want to leave. And I'm not going to leave over allergies, so. The only way I'll leave is if, when I'm done writing my screenplay, I get a call, and they're like, hey, you want to come out to LA and, talk about some future script ideas? And I'm like, okay, sounds good. But we could talk to you, still in Jacksonville. You could live there. I'm like, okay, great. So, anyways, babble on enough. I'm gonna go ahead and head into Walgreens. After that, I'm gonna go to Target, and I need to find a new cookie scoop for the cookie dough. The one that we have is too small. I need to get a bigger one, and Target should have those. This is for CP. Into Walgreens I go. Nicolas Cage? This video has been brought to you by Diet Coke. I am now heading to Target. Once this red light changes, I tell you, me and red lights have not gotten along lately. But you know what? If they keep me from getting in accidents, I love them. Hey, CP, I'm just letting you know I'm going into Target now, okay? Into Target I go. Boxed water is better. Alright, sorry for the terrible lighting. So I'm back in the car, did some shopping, and yes, watching that wine show made me want to get some wine again. So for my weekend off, instead of grabbing beer like I usually do, sip on some Guinness throughout the weekend, which I have at my house anyways, my wine of choice is actually a Cabernet that Francis Coppola does. I love his winery. It's awesome, just the fact that he's also the director of my favorite films of all time. So he has an excellent winery, has won a ton of awards, and he's expanded so much since I first started trying his wine when it became, before he branched out in a bunch of other things. It had to have been like maybe a year after I turned 21 or so, when it started becoming mainstream in grocery stores to get. But they were out of the Cabernet of his that I usually get, so I didn't really want to spend a bunch of money on something else. I'll only spend that much money on like something of his because I want to support his winery. So I just picked up some Cabernet Yellowtail, which is not actually that bad of wine. So that one's for me. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and head home now. Alright everybody, well tonight I had burgers for dinner. Now I'm just still sitting here sipping my Cabernet. It is delicious. It's been probably a good 4 years since I've last had any wine at all. Still had the barcode on there. Oh well. And now we're watching the wine show some more. I love Hulu. Alright, well remember yesterday when I showed you the cookie dough? Well, now it is time to scoop it out and to bake it. Alright, they're all done. Alright everybody, well, I am now on Saturday Night Insanity. My wife went to bed, and I'm on Zara and Isaac's Saturday Night Insanity, like I just said. So that is what I'm doing right now. Alright, this is a test video. Test, test, test. I guess it works. Alright everybody, well S&I has been over for a little bit. If you ever see this on the couch behind me, it's just my glasses cleaner. Sometimes I'll use it to clean that on my phone. It's not like just a regular rag, it's my cloth glasses cleaner that I use to clean my glasses all the time. It's really late tonight. It's almost 2 o'clock, I need to go to bed. Got a long day tomorrow. But I find that I really only sleep, 5 to 6 hours a day. If I sleep any longer than that, I'm like a zombie. I'm just like a complete zombie all day, and I overslept. Now, if I get any less than 5, I need a nap or something. But when I was younger, I used to be able to sleep all the time. But the older I got, my work schedule started changing a lot, and I just don't. If I sleep 8 hours, I have a headache and I'm just like overtired and all that stuff. But yeah, I actually just got done a little while ago with S&I, and my buddy Jeff was telling me recently about this new idea that he had about doing something called Flicktube, and it's YouTube, and it's just kind of like a banner tag kind of thing, to where we could just go into the search engine on YouTube and actually just put Flicktube, and like people who participate, their videos will be up. And Jeff is somebody I look up to a lot in terms of film and knowledge and stuff like that. And so he thought about this idea, and I'm like, I'm gonna run with it as well. So it's kind of like a film tag kind of thing, starting out. And so tomorrow I'll be filming my Flicktube tag video, and I will be tagging some people. Some of you may be watching this, may be tagged, and hopefully you guys participate as well. Just answering some questions. There's a lot of movie tag stuff that goes around a lot, but this one I want to support definitely, because it was an idea to kind of bring a banner to this certain kind of tag that we're gonna do, and we don't really know exactly what it's gonna be yet, but we're just gonna have fun and figure it out. So you guys will know more about what I'm referring to tomorrow, but I'm actually gonna leave 2 links down below. One link is to Jeff's video where he's talking about starting Flicktube, and then the second video is where he has his tag video. And guess what? If you don't get tagged by me, like if you're just a regular viewer and you don't have a YouTube channel, you could leave comments under his video and kind of answer the questions and tag yourself that way. and answer the questions. Also, if I don't tag you, feel free to make a video anyways, and then you tag people and share us the links so we could see it. I just think it'll be a fun idea. So I'll leave those 2 links down below. And I think I'm going to go to sleep now. So I will see you guys later. Bye.